Hi, I'm Hugh Rayner and this is my Christmas draw-it-yourself nativity set. But let's not talk about it, let's make it. And now, at last, it's time to do some drawing, and I'm going to start with the star here. And then this is the front of the stable, the barge board. And you don't need to, you can draw it with a ruler if you like, it doesn't matter if you want it nice and straight, but it doesn't have to be perfect because it's sort of old wood and it can look a little antique. Now what we want to do here is a kind of a wood grain effect, so start with a kind of a curve like that and then maybe a little curve in like that, and then here maybe that wants to curve around there, and you can maybe do a little bit like that, just to give this kind of effect of it being a piece of wood. And maybe that will go there, or a wooden plank is what we're trying to get, isn't it? So, you know, sometimes you can go a bit closer to get a different kind of grain effect. There, so that's the barge board at the front. And I'm going to go around the edge here, mainly because I'm going to be erasing all the pencil lines later, and so I want to know where to cut. And also I'm going to draw in these lines so I know where to glue, and I suppose I should be using a ruler, but I don't think it matters that much. Now this is the front, so we can have some little bits of grass outside, and then I think as we get into the stable it will become more straw-y, if that's such a word, straw-filled. And as you come away to the front, then we can just sort of put a few bits in like that. Now here, this is going to be looking out through the window, so we'll want this to be around about 4 and a bit centimetres high, and put a little curve right the way across. So this is a hillside, and then we're just going to draw in little houses, and some are behind and some are in front. And I think your classic kind of Bethlehem little house has got these little domes on the top as well, so you can put those in. I don't know if it means anything, but people just know somehow the little white box with a dome on the top means Bethlehem. So, and then we're going to put these little windows in, and we'll make them yellow so that they kind of look like windows that are alight. And that's all you need to draw there for the moment. And then this is the roof. So what I'm going to do here is something really quite simple. I'm going to draw 2 lines like that, and this is going to be like a wicker pattern, and we're going to use this on the stable walls as well. And then we just kind of draw in between like that. And you don't have to be absolutely perfect. I'm going to put a little piece of paper there so that I can draw over the edge like that. And then what we do is we do 2 more lines like that, but in the middle, so they're kind of like bricks, a bit like bricks, aren't they? And then that'll probably be at the end there, won't it? So then we can do that, and it'll look like a kind of piece of wicker basket work. Yeah, I'm going to do like that. Now when you've done that, I'm just going to turn it around and start on the other direction, and we'll go like that. Now this is actually a little bit boring, but it's worthwhile just sticking with it and getting this kind of wickerwork effect. And here, don't worry about it going over the edge onto the tab, because that will be hidden and glued, and it'll just kind of make it look all right. Now I'm imagining that anybody doing this project is doing it with young children, and you may want to just do this without their help. And I'm going to make the characters, I'm going to make them really, really simple and make them really easy. So we'll do a kind of an easy way to stick them on the stands as well. And if you make the stands already, then it'll be easier for the children because they'll just stick their people on. And now we are going to want to make our stable walls. So what we're going to do is kind of along the line here, I'm just going to do these little wiggles like that, just to make them look a bit like they're kind of a bit made of wood. So these are the little knots, and then this will be the bottom, or the kind of foundation pole, sticks, bits of wood. I'm not sure what you call it. And then we're going to want verticals. So either side, if we go up kind of like that, and a bit on each side to there, like that. And as long as you've got some on each side of the fold that's going up to the top, and here again. And in fact, let's have one. No, we're not going to do it. Wait a minute. And that will come up there. Now also what we're going to do is to put an extra one coming up here right along the side of the window, like that. So you want to get this kind of rustic look to it. And if you just do a little flick out and come back again every now and then, it's just kind of the nodule bits on the edge of the tree, if you know what I mean. It's where, where the branches are being cut off. So they're sort of just tree poles rather than nicely sawn wood. And again here we'll be coming up like that. And I think maybe we'll have one at the end there as well on each side. The window will have a lintel. Is it a lintel? Or whichever bit's it called. One bit's the lintel anyway, isn't it? And then you can do a bit coming out from the top and a bracing bit on the bottom. And then I think you can have one on the side there like that. And I think we're going to do the same here. Take that over there and then draw another one going up there. That's where that one fits now. And so that will come there like that. Good. And these are going to be wood. So if we just put some kind of lines in there, which is going to be, it's just texture. It's kind of bark texture is what we're after. Very, very, very simple. And while we got it facing this way, I'll just do these side horizontal bits. And it's just kind of filling in a bit of textures. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to do all this in these little spaces. So I'm going to put, let's start with 1 and 2, and then we'll do sideways in between them, and then we'll put 1 there and 1 there on each end like that, and then we carry on working our way up, filling in the walls with this kind of wicker work. And remember to leave this open. We're going to cut that out. That's going to be the window. Now I've also decided I'm going to put a couple of cross brace pieces in there as well, which will make it a bit easier for doing the wicker work in between. You might like to add a little bit of shading underneath those bits there. And again, so I'm going to put these cross struts there and 1 across there as well. Well, if you are starting to get a little tired like me, I think I'm probably getting RSI actually. Don't forget, you can click here and you can download the full plans just to cut out. And so they're in black and white for you to colour in and cut out and make, or you can get the full colour version where you just need to cut it out and make it. And but if you're brave, you will carry on drawing and see the whole thing through to the bitter end. it'll be New Year before you're finished. But anyway, Now, if you're being incredibly brave and making this all on your own, I would love to hear from you. Send me a tweet on Twitter. It's at @ShoeRainer, or drop a note in the comments box below on here, on this video, and let me know how you are getting on. I thought when I decided to do this little project, I thought it might be fun to do, a different character every day. If you're in school, in early years, kindergarten or reception, whatever you call it, P1, and whichever part of the world you're in, and do a little bit each day. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Because I'm talking. Do a little bit each day, and then you can, put the whole thing together during Advent, which will be quite fun. So if you're having fun doing this in school, let me know. Let's see some pictures of you doing it. That'd be really cool. And I thought maybe people might be doing this in Sunday school and things like that as well. So it'd be really interesting to know. And do tell your friends if if this isn't quite for you, but you know somebody who would really be interested in doing this, then tell them. And remember, again, if it's just all too much, you can download the finished thing and just to cut out and make. Where am I going? There. And so I'll be selling the full thing, for you to download and print out and make on my website, and it's about 99p in England, which is just a little over $1.50 in the States, I think, something like that. Fantastic, just a little bit more shading in there and a bit under there as well. Cool. Now I'm just going to make these points here very obvious so that I know when I've erased the pencil lines, then I'll kind of know what I'm doing. So that's there and that, yeah. Well, that was a long one, and thanks for watching. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to colour it in and put the whole thing together.